Hey y'all, welcome to episode 288 of Consignment Chats, where today we are going to lay it all out on the table, what we picked, why we picked it, and what it actually sold for. And no judgment.
Oh, I was like, wait. I didn't agree to the no judgment.
Yeah, I didn't know that was part of it.
Maybe there'll be some judgment. If I know us the way I think I do, there will be some judgy moments for sure.
We don't judge it. We just list it. However, sometimes when it sells, we're like, who the heck bought that?
Right. So I don't know. I get asked all the time because, of course, we throw out every episode. I feel everything we do that I'm a thriftaholic. I love to go sourcing. And I always get asked, why did you pick that out? Or how did you know? Or what? So people love to know the little secrets and the things that people look for when they're outsourcing. And that's why I think this is going to be a fun episode where we can ask each other, like, what was your reasoning? What was your purpose? Or why? You know, maybe we even have in our minds something we walked away from. Or maybe you show something that I say, oh, I actually saw one of those, but I didn't pick it up. Well, why didn't you pick it up? So we're going to learn from each other. I'm excited.
Yeah, let's go. Who wants to go first?
Hey y'all, welcome to Consignment Chats, reselling tips, mindset, and real life. Hit subscribe and let's grow together.
I will start. Here we go. All right, first item I picked up. There we go. I will tell you where I picked it up, and you can tell me how much you would have paid for it. It has already sold.
I'm going to ask a favor. Can you give a little description of
this
item for our podcast friends?
Absolutely. So this is a white mink. Wait, let me get the exact description.
Oh, that's mink. That looks long for mink.
We'd like to hear your title. Yeah, we'd like to know what your SEO rich title was.
All right, let's see.
Also, is that like a Coach mannequin dress form thing going on there?
Yes, I have a Coach mannequin dress form.
I did not realize that.
Never noticed that?
Yeah. No.
It was a pickup at my local like antiques, like the antique booth. Yeah. All right. So it is not mink. It is a vintage. This is my exact description that is on eBay. Vintage white fox fur collar scarf stole, 38 inches. Here's the key word here: bridal. Satin back.
Oh,
right. All right.
Oh, all the women in the Upper Peninsula are going to want that for their December -20 wedding. Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, it is sold. I picked it up at the auction because I know these are brides love the white fur. I got mink stoles. I have like the full mink, like, you know, sewn together with their little faces and everything.
Oh, poor little guys.
How much would you have paid for that?
Okay, I'm going to be honest. I would have paid nothing. I don't like selling fur.
Okay,
not like a personal like, oh, save the animals, because I mean, like, I hunt and stuff, but just I don't like storing it. I don't like shipping it. I don't like dealing with fur people. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's never something I pick up either. I have gotten some in lots or some consigned with me, but I would never normally pick that up. And I would have never known to use the term bridal.
Right.
I've never known that.
All right.
This is why
maybe that's because I live down south, and no matter what time of year we get married, none of us want a fur on us down here. So maybe that's why I don't know it.
Yeah. So I paid $2 for it.
No.
I paid $2 a piece for, I think I had 9 different stoles and wraps. This was the first one to sell. It was listed about 6 days, I think.
Did you get them at auction?
Yeah.
I might have picked them up at that price. Dang.
Yeah. Nobody wanted them. Right. And I mean, for me, I've sold tons of them, and they're easy. I mean, for me, the stoles and stuff are easy to store, easy to list, easy to ship.
Yeah.
Coats, not so much, but like the stoles, for me, that's a quick one. How much do you think it sold for?
$70.
Okay, Molly.
Although it's much more.
I'm going to go with 99.
All right, now it was a quick flip at $74.
Yeah.
Right.
That is what I had it
Alright.
priced at. I did not take that. I did not take an offer. All right. So that's mine. That's my tip. I always look for these. I think they're great. I think they're easy. And I don't mind selling. I feel like I always have to do this. I did an auction haul on Thrift Find Flip that I'll link up here, but where I go through the furs and everything. But don't mind selling vintage fur. I would not buy a new fur. I don't like the trapping, all of the things I don't like. But if it's vintage, is it better going into a landfill or is it better getting use? Like for me, in my heart, I feel like it's the damage has been done. I'm totally cool with selling vintage fur. Yeah. So there you have it.
And apparently 2 out of 3 resellers don't sell fur. So you might as well get in on that market. Jeez.
I just ruined it for myself, didn't I? Dang.
All right. I'll just show my first one. It is not a big money. Most of mine aren't big money, but this was a round. It says Queen's Gambit puzzle. It was a round one and it was only 100 pieces. So would you guys have picked this up? Even though I already know the answer.
Absolutely not.
No, probably not.
So
especially 100 piece.
All right. Question though, was it open?
Yes, it was open.
I would never even consider picking that up.
Yeah. So I do like any puzzles under 300 pieces. I don't even care what it looks like, what it is, what the subject. I grab it.
Really?
Because I can do a 300 or less piece puzzle during an episode of whatever I'm watching with my husband at night. I have a little puzzle board, a little puzzle table, and I can 300 piece puzzle in an hour, no problem. So I will do the puzzle, see if it has all of the pieces, take photos of it, and I'm working while it's my loophole to working while spending time with my husband. Also, I really love puzzles. So that's what I mean. I love the harder, like 1,000 piece, all that stuff. But I've just found that I get a pile of those because they can take a week or two and you got to spend more time. Whereas if I get 300 or less, then I can whip those things out and get them listed. And this one sold for full price of $19. That's generally what I price all of my pre-owned opened puzzles for. But again, I'm taking a picture of it complete and showing them that the last time it was opened, it was complete. And the round ones sell better, and everybody loves Queen stuff, all the Bridgerton stuff and all that. So I thought it was a good, like, perfect storm kind of thing. So there we go.
Nice.
Good job. Good job.
Thanks.
All right, I'm going to share my Vindu screen because I did not screenshot like you guys did. So I am going to go to my sales on my Vindu screen. Here was a quick flip for me. I'm going to do my latest one. Oops, I'm clicking the wrong thing. Hold the phone. I'm doing this. All right, here we go. I got these Fit Flop sandals. I bought them thinking, maybe I want them for me.
I knew the second I saw those listed, I knew that you bought those for yourself.
Well, I wasn't sure, but I've wanted those before. In the end, they did not fill my arch like I need them. So I tried them on, but they are like new. I don't know if I can enlarge these pictures. No, I keep enlarging y'all on my screen. Anyway, they are... I paid $7. They were half off at a consignment shop my sister-in-law and I went to on our travels to Florida and back. Not Fifi's, a new one I found closer to home that I love. Ooh. By the way, we're going to all have to go. But yeah, I paid $7. They were half off. They only had them for $14, which I thought was cheap because they are the full leather Fit Flop. And they sold less than 24 hours for full asking of $39 plus ship. So
nice.
I was happy.
Good
So
job.
I know a lot of people.
I'm sad to see that Fit Flop still has a following because I buy mine on eBay and those are my size. Darn it, Molly.
Well, they were up there.
They're expensive even on eBay, right? Like even used, they're expensive. But yeah. Flip.
It depends. I'm trying to see if I have any more shoes while I have this up because y'all know a lot of people don't like listing shoes. I love it. What can I say? I love it. I just love it.
I have some to list today. I buy probably shouldn't tell people this. I buy all the Crocs that don't look like Crocs. I mean, they're still rubber. They still have all the Crocs stuff on them. But these, and then there's like wedge ones and stuff. These will sell for like $29 probably in a day or two all day long. Eat good quick flips.
Yeah. Yeah, I sell the Croc. I've gotten several of the wedge sandals and Crocs and sold them really quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are goodies. Goodies. So
Good bread and butter.
And like I say, these were in, I think they were, I didn't list them as new without tags, but they were new. They still had the stickers on the bottom, but you could see where somebody had worn them, trying them on in the store, in the house, on the bottom. So I just, put them in that.
Yeah.
Condition. But yeah.
Nice.
I'm happy. Yeah. Yep. So would you have bought those?
Not for $7. No, I would have bought them for myself for $7, but I'm a real cheap sourcer. Yeah.
I don't think I would have even noticed the brand. I would have probably glanced over a flip flop that looked like that or a sandal that looked like that.
So the thing about shoes nowadays, I have no problem paying $7 because that's what they are at minimum in most Goodwills and thrift stores now are $7 a shoe. So I am just real careful about what I pick up when I pay the money. But I've paid $15 for a pair of shoes if it's the right pair of shoes.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But you got to know your brands and know your quality and do all those tests, the bin tests, all that good stuff. Because
big spenders. I have about 70 of these Harvard Classics books. They came in on consignment. Would you have done those on consignment, about 70 of them? Or would you have lotted them up? I chose to do them all individually.
I would have to research them to make that decision. It would depend because I have those Childcraft books that I bought at a yard sale, and a quick look on those, they're better not to split up. They're better to just lot and sell. So sometimes it depends. And then I got some in one of the estates I've been doing recently where there was a set of 3, but it was better to split them individually. And so I split those. So yeah, you really have to, you gotta, again, we say don't spend too much time going down the rabbit hole, but it doesn't take long to figure out, looking at comps, if it's better to split them or.
It could have gone either. It really could have gone either way. They were selling, a couple $100s for the lot, or, people were looking for replacements for their collection. They're in a little rough condition because they're from the early 1900s. So yeah. What do you think I priced that at?
$19 a piece.
I was going to say 29.
24. All right. You guys are pretty good. I was right in the middle. It was 24. They're all, except I think there's the exception of 2 that were worth more, but $24 free shipping. So, and then half of the profit is split with the library because they came in on consignment. So, on the edge of being worth it, really.
So at that price, I would have lotted it and just done it all in one thing and to spend so much time on the individual pieces, listing them individually. I would have just done a lot and moved them on. Personally, I would not, if at that resale price, I would not have broken that up.
Yeah. Yeah, that might have been a better choice. But I think a lot of these will convert to my inventory when it's done as well, and make the library the same amount of money. So I don't know. Could have gone either way. That's what I chose to do. Maybe next time I will lot them all up.
Well, and again, you have storage space for those things. So it's easier for you to say, the ones that go into my inventory, that's okay. They're easy to store. I've got the good storage space for them. So it's worth it for me to do them individually. Yeah. Right.
I'm definitely a fan of the part amount when it comes to big sets like that. Some of the children's ones that I've gotten in recently, I will do I had a Disney set or something, and it was 24 books, and I did them in sets of 4, 1 through 4, 5 through 9, and I just did it that way. Some people still messaged me and said, I just want number 4 and 7 or whatever, but
of course,
but I priced them low enough where I'm well, bundle them all together. I'll make you a deal. You can give the other ones away or whatever it was. But Yeah, sometimes that's like my middle ground of like, well, it's too cheap if I put them all individually, but it's a hassle if I put them all together because I hate shipping the big, heavy things like that. So, yeah, so then I just broke them up into sections.
I mean, this would have been 120 pounds to ship. It was, it was a lot of a lot. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Working on my muscles here, hauling these around.
You're not kidding.
So yeah, but I do a lot, like to Samantha's point, I do a lot with the Friends of the Library, and we only really do lots. All the books get lotted up. Anything that matches gets lotted up, and we do well with them. They're quick flips, but yeah, don't sell low dollar value books separately. It's just not worth it for me.
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. Let's do this flag. So this is a vintage garden flag. It's got a lighthouse and a pelican on it. I put coastal in there. Would you guys pick up this garden flag?
I probably would not.
I definitely would not.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it sold in a 40% off sale for $11.40, but those older ones normally sell at full price. And a lot of, yeah, you got to find the really thick, like good canvas ones. Like it's got to feel like a tarp kind of thing.
Like an actual sail from a sailboat. That sail.
Yeah, because they got big, especially during like COVID and stuff. Everybody putting flags in their gardens out front, and Amazon went nuts with them. They were in all the bin stores forever. I mean, I sold those ones too. But yeah, these ones, no, I almost always grab them. I was surprised that the lighthouse didn't sell for full price, because when I get like dolphins or just sailboats, those always sell pretty quickly, especially the dolphins. People love their dolphins, or flamingos.
Of course.
Yeah. And if you can find like a really crazy one with like cats or something on it, oh man, yeah. People love those. So I always grab them. I usually get them for just a couple dollars. I think that was a trip that we had made down to see Maria in college, and the store had a ton of them. So I got a bunch.
Do you remember how much you paid for each one? That would be my question too.
They were $3 or less. And I remember because there were a couple, they had them like all in one section up by the linens, and I grabbed all of them that felt like that. And then there was a couple in the back, because one was like religious and one, I don't remember what the other one had on it, but they were in the back, like on an end cap, and they were priced for more. They were like $6.99 or $7.99. And I remember bringing them up and asking the lady, I don't remember what kind of store we were at, just a chain thrift store down there. I remember asking the lady, like, ma'am, I have these 10 here and they're all priced at $2.99. And I'm like, so why are these ones priced so much more? I don't know. That's what they're priced for. And I'm like, well, I'm going to buy them all. Can we put these two at $2.99 as well, or maybe $3.99? Nope, that's what they're priced for. And she like ripped the one out of my hand and like was like, I'll put this back for you. And she just, I'm like, oh, okay. I'll take this other $100 worth of stuff I have covering your counter. That's fine. Whatever.
There's this little other part of me that would want to say, okay, well, while you're at it, put all of them back.
I know.
I know. Part of me, but again, we have to remind ourselves that it sounds like she was not being kind in it, but sometimes rules are rules in his business, and she could be an employee who just has to follow the rules. But yeah, she wasn't doing it in a customer friendly sort of way.
Exactly. I totally get that it's policy. And I also get that a lot of thrifts are volunteer based too. I don't remember if this was a church run one or not. I really don't remember, but that came up recently when I was thrifting, with someone was being rude and they walked out, and the lady, after the person walked out, I said something to her like, oh, I'm so sorry she treated you like that. Like, I wish I'd heard the whole thing. I would have said something. And she goes, it's fine. People just don't realize that we're volunteers. And I hadn't realized at that store that they were volunteers until she said that. And yeah, so hey, customer service is hard. But anyways, I only paid a couple dollars for it.
I would recommend that they volunteer in a place that they love and it keeps them happy.
I know, right?
That would be my recommendation.
Just
find
say
a volunteer
no,
space where you can be happy.
And then just say, no, I'm sorry, I can't adjust prices. It's our policy. Okay, I tried. Yeah.
Correct. 100%. I'm always willing to hear no when I ask a question, but just say it to me kindly. I'm okay with no worries.
Exactly.
All right, I'm going to kind of do a quick bulk thing here just to, since I'm showing my Vendu page as I scroll through, I'm just going to do a quick, we have the clothing here. There are 5 articles of clothing here, and I just want to point out that one, the Sundance gray fade blend knit shirt, women's shirt, the Columbia Sportswear men's plaid shirt, red, white, and blue, which I'm sure sold for the holidays. The Travis Matthews purple golf polo. So a lot of times people think that's out. It's not. It still sells. Travis Matthews still sells. And the Carter's baby 2-piece that I bought at, I think that video is out on Thrift Find Flip at the little church sale that we went to. I bought from a lady that was set up outside of the church for, I think, $3, and it sold for $33 quick. So
Carhartt, not Carter's. Carhartt.
Just did I say Carter's?
Oops, yeah, sorry. For those that are listening, don't run out and grab all the Carters, but definitely Carhartt.
It's an infant 2-piece overall Carhartt pink set for a little girl, and it was precious. And I bought it from the lady. She bought it for a grandbaby, and her grandbaby never actually got to wear it. Grew out of it before she wore it. So I paid $3 and sold it for $33. Those were all quick flips. So I just wanted to point those out, that I'm trying to focus less on clothing, but sometimes I just can't. But all right. But here's what I wanted to say. This is an oldie, but we sold these in the store often. This is a Stone Mountain leather handbag. Now we have those in the storefront, but I don't pick up Stone Mountain.
I can just imagine how soft that leather is right now. Just feel it.
But is Stone Mountain a brand that you would pick up?
No, not at all.
I would for the right price. I'd pick it up for probably $4 or less.
Okay. Yeah. That is why I picked this up. It was $3 at a yard sale. And because it was in great condition and kind of that old classic leather, soft leather style, I thought, well, there are people who religiously love Stone Mountain handbags. So for $3, I'll give it a shot. And I'm glad I did. I mean, it sold fast after I listed it. It was quick. I'm trying to look. I don't remember where my sale. Yeah, and I sold it for $29 plus ship. So again, normally Stone Mountain is not something that I pick up. But y'all, that's why I say don't die hard on what you think you won't pick up. Sometimes might be worth grabbing that a little. So, and not to keep it on me because I've just shared one more thing, but I'm gonna go back to one more handbag that sold quick because I want you to see it. I got this at a yard sale right after. It is a vintage Anye. I wonder if oh my gosh, I did it again, y'all. I am not good with the share screen thing at all. I keep hitting the. Can you see the pictures now? Because I was going to try to zoom in on the picture.
There you go.
So it is flat. It's like just a flat little handbag, but it was vintage and the color and all was good on it. And I thought she asked for $5 for it.
I was going to say I'd go up to $6 on that. So what did you sell it for?
I sold it in a week for $59.
Ooh, all right. That's $59.
Yeah. So that vintage Anye, I don't always pick up Anye. I know there are a lot of people that do all the time. I'm very specific about mine, but I knew when I held that vintage beauty that it was going to be a good one. Just knew it.
Awesome.
Good job. All right. Next up, I've got some porcelain napkin rings. They look like little ducks or geese or something. I don't know. They're super cute. They're all white. And I don't even remember.
4 of them, it looks, 4 in the set.
Set of 4, yes. They sold for $22 on Etsy. I know Molly's answer, but Libby, would you have picked these up?
Absolutely. Love napkin rings. Sell them all day long. Napkin rings are my jam. Love them.
Okay.
I would have priced them higher, I have to say. Would have been in the $39 range for the porcelain napkin rings.
Yeah.
I'm just curious as to what Samantha thought my answer would be.
Your answer would have been yes, right?
Yes. So I thought maybe, I have a dislike for ducks from a college nightmare. I had PTSD from a roommate that filled our room with little ducks with blue ribbons and yellow. Yeah. Very countrified dorm room one year.
Oh,
In
like the
college.
1980s ducks that everybody had. Yeah.
I mean,
Those-
she and her mom, they were from the country, and I mean, they had the bath mat in the bathroom and the curtains and our beds. She's like, "Don't buy a comforter. I have the comforter." It was all ducks, and so I don't do the duck thing.
That
napkin rings all day long. All day long.
So I never picked up napkin rings until I started thrifting with you guys. And Molly, you do pick up all the napkin rings. Like yeah. So that
easy to store, easy to list, and they always sell. Some sell faster than others, but they're so easy to store and they're a quick
so
list.
Easy.
Yeah.
And sometimes you can get like if I get like a dozen of them in a set, I can divide them up. It's a multi-quantity listing, sets of 6 or whatever. So yeah, I think I priced that lower because there was only 4. I think I paid maybe $1 for those for the whole bag.
Yeah, I would have done that.
100%.
Yeah. That is the 3rd set of napkin rings that I've shipped out in the last like 5 days. So
nice.
So thanks, guys.
Look, we converted her into napkin rings.
This is why we love episodes like this and working with our people in our Patreon, because we're always learning about things that we don't normally do. And I love to share why I pick up stuff. And sometimes people ask me, and I can't always give you a direct answer. It's a feeling. And Nick always says, Molly gets a feeling, and I used to argue, and now I have to bite my tongue because her feeling is always on par. Like I have to go, nope. But sometimes it's just a feeling, and I can't put it into words. But the more you do it, the more you know. And the more you hang out with other resellers and talk about this stuff and learn about what they pick up, the more you learn and know to pick up for yourself.
Yeah. So I just got feedback on some napkin rings that I sold. They were like just basic wooden 90s napkin rings. They were still in like the Kmart box they came in. There was two sets of 6. I think I paid like $0.25 each or something. I listed them together because I didn't put much value on them. They sold for $12 on a sale. But the lady said, good price, prompt shipment on this 12 matching wood napkin rings. They'll be used with vintage real linen napkins because I'm stepping back to a nicer dining time.
Oh, I love that.
I
love
know.
that. You know what? If she'll get that going, then we can start selling to China again and getting it out the door.
Oh, yeah. Yes,
Let's
please.
do it.
Get going. Everybody go back to using China and crystal and glass and all that good stuff. Although our shipping department, aka Nick, Bill, are going, no, please don't. Please don't.
All right, my next item. I picked up a box at an estate sale and I was regretting it like crazy. Sheet music. I paid about 10 cents a piece for sheet music, but whatever. It took me a week to list it all. It was crazy. And I kept thinking the whole time I am wasting my time. But dang it, I paid $20 for that box, like I'm not going to just let it sit there.
She wasn't just thinking it, guys. She was saying it out loud the entire week. Every time we listed together, we're like, you could do it, Libby. And she's like, can I do it?
I felt like it was the shot glasses all over again.
I was getting ready to say that. I was just discussing my PTSD with ducks. Libby probably was having PTSD thinking shot glasses while dealing with sheet music.
Yeah, but all right. So you know what I paid for it because it was a large lot. It was the only thing at the estate sale. I was desperate. Like it was just a situation I wasn't happy to be in, but I wanted to leave with something. And I spent a week listing, God, I don't even know, over 100 things. And guess what? They've been selling. They didn't start selling immediately. So, I've been regretting it but after 3 weeks, here goes one, here goes another one here. They are selling like hotcakes I sold one on Poshmark this morning. Yeah. Etsy, eBay, Poshmark, all the platforms like it. Yeah. So would you have picked up that box of hundreds of pieces of sheet music?
I might have, but I
No.
would have probably quickly consigned them with Kathy of Kathy Sings and let her do it.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
probably what I would have done, only because I have Money Mountain world globe of items, and that would be one that I would think, oh, I don't want to miss out on such a good deal on something, but I know the right person who wants to list
Mhm.
these.
I think another reason why you didn't enjoy listing them so much was, well, I mean,
They were
it
fun
was-
to list, actually. It was just the feeling of like, I'm wasting all a week on this.
which started with the crappy estate sale and the fact that you're like, oh, you bought it out of obligation. Like, I guess this is the best thing to get here.
Yeah, totally.
And then you also kept mentioning that Avery probably wasn't going to like to cross list them. And then you found out you were almost done with them, and you found out that he was actually excited because he can whip through them and he likes that kind of stuff. So your attitude turned around towards the end of it.
Yeah, now that the money's rolling in, so I've sold them anywhere from like $12
I was
a
gonna
piece
ask,
to I think 40 was the highest one. 39 or 40 was
you
the
got a
highest
couple
one.
of little sheet music bangers in there.
I
All
know.
right.
I know. Yeah.
All right.
And they were some of them were from the late 1800s. Yeah. So
So do you comp
neat things?
Do you comp every one, or just ones that you have a feeling on? Like
I comped everyone because there was like Beatles stuff in there. Yeah, it was just too hard. The prices were just too all over. Yeah.
Now, when I say comped, when I
Google
have
Lens
like
the cover.
I was gonna say it's a Google Lens. Oh, there's 100 of them. It's my standard price. Yeah. Or you Google Lens and go, wait, there's only one, and it's on a weird website. Let's actually look into this. Like, okay, so same type of thing.
I mean, it was just right clicking on my browser and having it pop up because I'd already done the photos. Like it was probably an extra 5 seconds an item, really.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah. Awesome.
So don't sleep on the sheet music. And I have to give a shout out to Don of the Donovan collection, because we have to mention him every episode, right? But he kind of talked me through the sheet music and helped me price and like identify and just know what to look for, because I am not a music person. I couldn't read music. I didn't even know. It's hard when you have no idea what you're looking at. So really shout out to him and our community, just, stepping up and sharing their knowledge. So thank you.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah. 100%. All right, Samantha, I got one for you. You talked about buying napkin rings because of me. Well, I did a He Picks It, I List It video series that went out a couple of weeks ago, where Nick came in with a bag full of board games. Games. Well, I listed them, and quickly these sold. The 1972 Status Pro NBA game, Scrambled States of America, vintage crib golf game. The Scrambled States of America also came. I listed them separately. I thought about lotting them, but I separated the book / with the CD.
I see that.
So those all sold quickly. The NBA, I never walk away from vintage sports related board games.
Yes.
Do not walk away from those. I sold that. We paid $5 for that game, and I sold it for $133.
Woo!
$133. Scrambled States of America, I think I paid $3 for, and it was a $29 new in the box. The cribbage, I paid $5 for. It sold for $32. The Scrambled States of America CD was in with the game. So I actually did good on that little one because I split it. So
I like that you split that. I don't know if I would have thought to do that, but it makes sense. I pick up books with CDs, like the children's, like Scholastic has a bunch of vintage ones and all that all the time. Those sell like hotcakes. So that makes sense to split it. Good job.
Yeah. So that was a good one. Thank you, Samantha. I give it right back at you for you. We get the knowledge from each other. And there was another one on there. I won't pull my screen back up, but I meant to go all the way down to the bottom, because from that same listing, within probably 30 minutes of listing it, I had a vintage Hamilton canasta deck playing set, card deck. and that sold for 24, and it sold like within 30 minutes. And Nick was at work, and I get this text, should we have priced that higher? Question mark, question mark.
The reseller remorse game there.
Right? And I'm like, no, because it's out the door. We don't even have to put it through the system. Just ring it up and move on, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so if you guys don't know, on our Thrift Find Flip channel, we have lots of videos where we go take you sourcing, or I'll show an auction haul, all sorts of things. But Molly's new series is he picks it, I list it, and you know, Nick goes out, he picks something out of her money mountain, and she lists it. And they're really cool videos. They're fun to watch. You learn a lot. But head on over to Thrift Find Flip and check some of that stuff out if you like this. Yeah.
We're just hoping our marriage survives this, because the first one we did, when I said, oh, go pick out what you want me to look, because I wanted to go sourcing that day. And he was like, no, you're going to source, you know, Libby and Samantha get on you all the time. Yeah. Yeah. You guys, you have to source from your money mountain. We're going to source. And I go, fine, you just go pick something. And then I was out on my deck. So I did a video and I said, all right, he's picking it. Whatever he comes in with, I have to list it today. So you have to see what I made that commitment. And now
so
he loves
you.
that, because everything he picks now, he's like, oh, she's going to get all this listed in one day. What am I going to pick?
Luckily, he learned from the first time, though. You guys got to go watch the couple videos that are up so far, because that first one, I am so proud of you for actually like doing it. Like I watched you list those items, and that was, yeah.
I'm going to tell you, the second one was a stickler too. I thought it would be easier because it was a lot less items in that bag. I mean, a lot less. But the time it took to list said items was a lot more. So.
When you have used games and stuff, it can, a stack of games, even if you're not partying them out, like I part them out, so it's a lot of listings. But even when you're not partying them out, you're like, oh, that's only like 5 games. That's not so bad. But you got to go through and make sure it has all the pieces and take accurate pictures of the pieces. And yeah.
And when you're doing the vintage sporting games, a lot of them, like that particular one, had like, I don't know, 15 teams in envelopes. And in those envelopes were 15, 20 players. So you had.
We interrupt this podcast to bring you an urgent update. It seems our dear Libby has stepped away for a moment. She's powdering her nose, as they say. Now the experts who know her best assure us she should be returning any minute now.
There we go.
So anyway, as I was saying before I was interrupted, you do have to think about those games, because when you buy those, it takes a lot of time. So that $133 game, that was a great resale price, but I did spend more time on counting out all those cards than on the normal. But I will always pick them up. Always.
Yes. Yeah. I don't know what it is about the sports, especially the old football. People love that stuff.
Yeah.
Yes. All right.
And they don't come with a ton of fun bells and whistles. They're literally like black print on white card pictures. And yeah, it's really random. But I guess the sports nerds like my husband really love the statistics and all that's involved in those kind of games.
I did sell one that did actually have bells and whistles. I don't remember the name of it, but it had like a whole electronic like field. And then you put in these little play cards into the thing, and it would almost like it was announcing the game. And yeah, I sold it on Shopify back in the day to somebody for like, I don't know, almost $200 or something. It sold pretty quickly. And I had videos in the listing, but those didn't show on Shopify. But I sent him stuff because he asked extra questions, and he got it. And he's like, I don't think this sounds right. And he was talking about the nostalgia of his childhood and all this. And then he like watched a YouTube video and goes, never mind, that's exactly how it's supposed to sound. I just remembered it differently.
Your ears have aged, so they hear things differently.
It was pretty funny.
Yeah.
All right, I got one more. We shipped these out on Friday, I believe. These, first of all, would you pick up gas pump handles? That's what these are. They are old. One's a little rusty. Gas pump handle, very corroded.
Well, now I will.
I'd pick them up for $5 or $10. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Molly, would you pick them up?
I would not have, but now I will.
They were very heavy as well, like very heavy. So I saw actually a lot of people are selling those as like for their farms because they have to like piece together like a farm setup to refill their equipment and stuff on their property. Those came in on consignment from a farmer cleaning out her barn, and I sold them for $155, as you saw on the screen, on Etsy, to someone in Brooklyn, New York. So I'm assuming that my keywords about decor and stuff, I guess, that one didn't have it, just said rustic decor in there, but yeah, so I don't think I would have even looked at them if I like saw them in a garage sale in a bucket or something. I think I would have been like, oh, those are heavy, they're rusty, I don't know. But now if I see them, I will pick them up. I also don't know if I will ever see gas pump handles at a garage sale. I think that's one of those things where like I'm blessed that random things come in on consignment, because I don't know if I would have had an opportunity. Maybe at an auction, you might have got a bucket of those or something, but
right.
Yeah.
Love it.
That's exactly what I was picturing, a bucket with gas handles in it at the auction. When you showed that, I was like, I'd do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knew? Now I will.
All right. I have one more item here. I have this.
That is beautiful.
And I paid a couple cents because it was all right. So it is a Peruvian folk art gourd. It was small. It was a couple inch. I think it was like 3 inches high. It is intricately carved. If you can't see it, I'm going to pop it up one more time, with all sorts of like folk scenes. And yeah, it was at the bottom of a box lot of literal garbage. I forget why there was one little thing in this box lot. I certainly didn't pick it up for the Peruvian gourd. I don't know, $1 or $2 I paid for the box. And yeah, I totally like discounted this, right? Because it was at the bottom of a box of garbage. And I'm like, I don't know. It looks like it might be something. I don't know. And when I looked it up, lo and behold, it was. Would you have picked that up if you saw it? Mom?
Oh yeah,
100%. Those are the kind of things I love to pick up when I'm at estate sales and yard sales. So that alone, I would have picked up without even. I wouldn't have even comped it if it were the right price. You know, under $3 or under, I would have just grabbed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'd probably like even $4 or $5 probably would have been my max, but that's really cool.
Yeah. And I mean, it's not, because it was so tiny, the intricacies were not obvious, right? When you were just looking at it, like could have been like, yeah, whatever. All right. So what do you think it sold for?
Oh, $39.
Oh, no. Oh, 67.
$230.
What?
Yes, on Etsy, $230. Yeah.
Woo!
That's awesome.
I felt really bad about the way it was just tossed in the bottom of that. I mean, it easily could have smashed.
Wow.
Like there was just garbage on top of it.
I am so proud of you, because when you ask, what do you think it sold for? And Molly asks, what do you think it sold for? You could be the same item. I give you guys different answers because you price stuff a little bit lower. You take offers. I am so proud of you. That is good.
Yeah. See, I was giving the Libby price. I was giving what would the WWLD. What would Libby do?
I do like a quick flip, but on things like this, you really got to start high and see what happens. Yeah. I mean, that's my motto, is like start high. Yeah.
And I paid for what, like a whole month of auctions at that point?
Well, I don't know. I did a lot of damage last Monday.
Did you?
It did not. It did not. I talk about link up the reseller reflection I did with the mini auction haul. I spent $380 at the auction last week. Yeah.
Wow. Good for you, girl. Wow.
So no, it did not. The Peruvian gourd did not cover my auction spendings.
Before last week, it would have definitely.
Oh yeah, it totally would have. Yeah.
All right, you segued me. You gave me a good segue into what I'm going to share, because it's not going to be the individual. I'm going to go back and share my Vendu page. Okay. Again, on our Thrift Find Flip channel, there is a video that is out recently where Nick and I travel to my nephew's lacrosse game, and we hit yard sales from Greensboro all the way into close to Charlotte, North Carolina, all day long and get there for his game. Maybe not the first game, maybe the second game we made it for. Sorry, little O. Anyway, I picked up a lot of little things that at a thrift store I might not pick up, but because they were yard sales, I picked them up. And I'm so glad that they did, because this was not long ago. And all of these items you see on the page right now, without me zooming in, the bunny, the little doll, I paid $1 per stuffy for those. $27, $19.
Read the titles of what they are for our podcast listeners.
All right. There is the Aurora, which I found was CVS. It was so cute, but later I was like, oh, it was sold at CVS. I probably shouldn't have picked it up. Well, guess what? I should have.
No.
It sold for $27.
I sell Aurora all the time, and I always go to grab it. I think I've sold that exact bunny. I had no idea it was sold at CVS.
Yeah. Oh, I don't even pick up Aurora. Good to know. Okay.
They had CVS tags. I got that and a cute little snail that still hasn't sold. That's Aurora. All right. So Aurora plush bunny rabbit. It's white with pink ears. It's a 2025. So it's a newer one, not even an older one. Sold for $27. I got the cute little new Cloud Island plush cloth doll. It's a little African-American girl in a yellow dress. She sold for $19. Then at another sale, I found this glass jar that I thought was Murano. Not 100% sure.
What is that? Murano ?
Wasn't sure, but put it out there because I have the same one in pink that is Murano.
Yeah.
And it is the exact same design, just the color's different.
Yeah.
So it sold for $49 and I paid $1 for it.
Ooh,
nice.
I got a Simply Southern lanyard, again, paid $1, sold for $19. Simply Southern is a big brand down here, very Lily Pulitzer-esque coastal pattern design stuff. I don't always pick their stuff up, but when I see something new with tags and it's $1 at a yard sale, quick flip, easy flip.
Right.
Now, these little things, these were little antique Nippon, I think, Japan. They had Japan stamp on the bottom. They were hand painted salt cellars. Beautiful. I just loved the artwork on them. Cute little couple sitting in the garage. They were with their children and grandchildren. And again, they sold it to me for $2 and I flipped it for $27. Vintage cross stitch. Do y'all pick up vintage cross stitch?
Oh, yeah.
I have, because of our community. I've started looking for it. Yeah.
I love picking it up. This was a pretty heart with strawberries and it had a friendship quote on it. Picked it up for $1 at another one of the yard sales we hit that day. Sold it for $42.
Nice.
Ooh.
Yeah. And then there were these little fridge magnets at the one where I got the Murano glass. And I was like, should I buy those? I don't know. Should I get them? And they were little animals. And so I did. And I ended up splitting them up because this one was actually an artist sign. It was a clay critters. So it sold for $19. I paid $1 for all four. Wedgwood, don't normally pick it up. But again, it was at the same yard sale where they had all these little things. And Nick was like, oh, it's Wedgwood. I'm like, Wedgwood doesn't always sell. It has to be like a really good, it's just not like it used to be. But she was like, I'll sell them to you. Just take them, $1, take them. And I was like, all right, $1, I'll take them. And they sold almost back to back, $27. And then I took an offer for $16 on the one that was North Carolina based. But they're just little trinket dishes. And I wouldn't normally pick them up, but she wanted them out. So I did. I did it. Oh, and then if you watch that video, you'll see where I bought a bunch of toiletries in a tub on the table. And I asked the lady how much the toiletries were. And she goes, 10 cents. And let me tell you, I grabbed a bunch and sold the first one for $21. So I've already made all my money back on that plus. So
wow.
Yeah.
Sure. All right. Well, this was a good episode. I mean, Libby and I each shared 4 things and you shared about 40. So good job. Good job.
That's about in line with how we sell, right? Molly sells 40, we sell 4. Yeah.
Anyway, all in good fun. And I did go sourcing on the trip I was just on this last 2 weeks. My brother-in-law and sister-in-law love to source. So we did a lot of sourcing. So there's more videos to come. And I got a couple of bangers.
Nice.
I know one of them.
You know one of them.
Excited.
I know. I can't
Ooh.
wait to share, y'all. You have to keep an eye out and watch. There'll be a reel coming soon. But yes, I got a couple of bangers that I could have just gotten those and called it quits. But I can't do that. I got to keep shopping. So anyway, I'm excited. So you guys let us know in the comments. 1, did you learn anything today? Did you find out something now that you're going to start picking up? 2, what is something that you pick up that maybe we didn't mention and you want to know? Hey, would you guys ever pick this up? I want to know.
Yeah.
Because I love learning from other people. So let us know. And if you haven't already, daggum you, subscribe. I always hear these stats that like more than I can't even think of the percentage, but a ton of you listen all the time, but you haven't subscribed. So please subscribe because that helps us keep the lights on.
And when you leave a comment, which you can now do on most podcast platforms too, that also helps us. It helps push it out to more people. So don't be greedy. Don't keep us to yourselves. Comment, like, tell your friends about us. Hit that hype button if you're seeing it on your mobile phone.
Yeah. We need to even not worry about like it, but when you like it, the hype thing pops up and you hit hype. And we we like being hyped. I like that.
I mean, the more you do, the more we can do is how it is. Like we like to give back, and the more you do, the more we can provide. So
absolutely.
All right, ladies, it's good to be back. Thanks for holding the fort down while I was gone. And until next time,
cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks for being here with us on Consignment Chat. Find everything we do at consignmentchats.com and stay connected with us by subscribing wherever you listen or watch. We'll see you next time.